Hey guys, Master of Extreme 93 here with, I guess, a discussion video about what many are considering the fight of 2014 when it comes to the Pokemon community, especially on YouTube. It's been a hectic past couple of days involving two YouTubers, or should I say three, Skor, Giancarloparimango11, Shocker, and Tyranitartube. We're going to dive into everything that's been really going on, our reactions, and first of all, I want to just clarify. I read on Twitter last night that Giancarloparimango11 actually replied to and spoke with LD in a few tweets, and has, for the most part, apologized about what happened a year ago, where I made my video about Giancarloparimango11 being a thief, and that it was some sort of misunderstanding. And even though he did not directly mention my video by my username or by my name Mox, he mentioned the thief video. So he has acknowledged it after, I don't know, 16 months. It took him long enough. So I'm considering that now the past. I might even private the video or take it down if he asks me, and that actually involves him reaching out to me and asking me politely, and not just commenting the video and saying, take this shit down. If he actually approaches me in some sort of professional manner, I will consider taking down the video, because he apologized to LD, and let's not lose the focus here. That was her remix. I made that video in defense of her, and if she has peace, and she made up with him, and she honestly doesn't care, then basically, I have no reason to keep the video up as long as he asks me to take it down politely. With that being said, I don't think there can be anything polite said about him in this video based off of what a lot of people have read and watched the past couple of days in this debacle.
What?
Debacle, that's a word.
Well, I'm gonna look that up in a dictionary soon.
It's a word, trust me, whatever. Anyways, that was the cue for somebody else to say something. I guess I'm just supposed to talk the entire time.
Yeah,
okay.
You are the host of the channel, so.
The Rising PGM and Selected Suicune people, say hey.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I just want to say, Skizor, I don't know what this guy is doing. He's making up all this false info. He's telling them both different things. And then on his Twitter, he's like, you know, I'm just gonna quit until Sunday. He's trying to get out of it.
Well, if I was in his shoes,
he's really trying to get out of it.
If I was in his shoes and I was being completely annihilated by people bad-mouthing me and trolling me to the level that he is because he's attracted all this negative publicity, excuse me, I burped a little bit. I probably would want to get away from it all too, but let's focus on why he's getting all this negative publicity, and it all comes down to the fact that he doesn't know how to do good business. Now, I'm not one to judge what is good or bad business, because I'm not familiar with business online when it comes to YouTube or websites selling t-shirts, because that's what this is all about, a t-shirt misunderstanding. Yeah, weird. But anyways, to summarize, it's a t-shirt designs for the upcoming Pokemon games, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and apparently there were similar designs between the one Tyranitartube commissioned and the one that Giancarloparimango11 had requested or commissioned by the designer, Skizor. And apparently, Skizor does not know how to do good business, because there was really bad communication between him and Gian, and through a series of failed communication, failed messages, or messages that were sent from Tyranitartube to Gian, or Gian to Tyranitartube, that were either ignored or deleted or just completely misunderstood, misinterpreted, Gian referred to Tyranitartube in a video in a disparaging way and started to call him names, and Tyranitartube had to post a video in defense of himself, and that spawned all of this, because that video has like over 30,000 views and is considered another quote-unquote exposure video of what Gian is accustomed to, and that's drama in the Poketube community. And kind of lost in the shuffle, ironically, is the Skizor guy, who is pretty much the cause of all this, because all the attention has gone to Gian because he is the big name.
Yeah, I mean, even
Well,
after Tyranitartube
you
posted that
first.
video, I was talking anyway, but whatever. Anyway, after Tyranitartube posted the video, I think like a day later, I think today, Gene posted another video about his response to...
Gian posted his response, and I'm going to be honest, I have not listened to it yet because I am very, I guess you could say, not fond, very not fond, of watching Gian's videos, even when it comes to drama like this, I guess you could say. I want to take a look at it probably after this recording, so anything that I'm saying right now about the situation could have a slight difference of opinion after I watch his video, but not likely, because my overall opinion of Gian isn't exactly what one would call positive. So
Especially,
I'm not going to be really swung one way or the other from what he has to say.
especially the same kind of type of video that Tyranitartube made. He basically made a video saying that, oh, his accusations were wrong, blah, 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 blah.
And listen,
And
I think it should come as no
yeah, and then he
surprise.
acknowledged your video.
Yeah, it should come as no surprise.
Yeah, and then
that
he
I
acknowledged
am
your
not-
video.
I am not a fan of either person or anybody in this situation, because I have maybe 30 subscriptions to YouTube, and none of them involve Tyranitartube or Giancarloparimango11 or Skizor. But that's not to say I dislike Tyranitartube or Skizor. I think it's very obvious that I dislike Gian, but I do not dislike Tyranitartube. I think he's just a YouTuber who specializes in Pokemon. He's got a following of fans, and when I watched his video, I really broke him down, and I listened to every single thing he had to say, and I did not jump to some conclusion that, oh, Gian's in drama. Let's automatically assume that Gian is 100% to blame, and that, you know, let's just blindly take Tyranitartube's side. Hashtag Team Tyranitar or whatever. No, I did not immediately come to that conclusion. What the conclusion I came to was the conclusion I mentioned minutes ago, and that is Skizor does not know how to do good business. I almost kind of feel weird saying that, because I'm not really making Gian out to be this horrible person as I did kind of in the previous videos about him. And yes, I agree that he did a few things that were kind of dickish when it came to his communication with Tyranitartube, but ultimately that's the problem in this scenario, is what Skizor did, not Giancarloparimango11. Nobody really did anything well. I think even Tyranitartube made a few mistakes in this entire situation, but I just think the mistakes the other two made far outshadowed the things that he did, and he ultimately did kind of become victimized a little bit, especially with the racism card that he kind of threw at him.
Oh yeah, the Gian retweet.
Yeah.
Well, Skizor's definitely lying to people.
I don't know
Definitely.
what his motives are or his intentions, but
It's
I've never even heard about who Skizor is until this thing. I knew who Tyranitartube and Gian were. I had never even heard of this guy until now.
Yeah, me
So
neither.
I don't know his history. I don't know anything about it. I don't know if he's got a history of drama like Gian does. I don't know if he has a history of bad business decisions. I'm going off of this one example. And my conclusion from this one example is he is not good at his business. He's a good designer, I guess you could say, and he's good enough for his designs to be sold and made onto t-shirts. But the way he does his business and handle his money and his clientele, it sucks. That's my opinion.
You gotta think he's 16 too, so
Oh,
he's
that's
very
even
young.
better. That's even better. He's not even a legal adult, but that probably explains a lot.
I believe he's 16. Mop, is he 16? He's pretty young, isn't he?
I
Wow.
think he's 16.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
he's
if
around
he's
that age.
16 or if he's 50. He doesn't know how to do good business, in my opinion.
Exactly.
And as Mop mentioned a few minutes
He's
ago,
basically, if you think about it,
I was about
You
to
go
say
ahead, keep
what Mop mentioned a few minutes ago that Tyranitartube, when he made his video, as you can see, I actually have the screen recording here, and it's on Tyranitartube's video paused at the 8-minute mark on this video. My Giancarloparimango11 is a thief video, and Willie's video of GCPM11, his rant on him, they were both featured in a screenshot to highlight that Giancarloparimango11 or GCPM11, when you type in his name on YouTube, negative videos about him pop up, along with the regular, more popular videos about his Pokemon stuff. To use it as an example that he's not new to drama and bad publicity. And I think I thank Tyranitartube for mentioning that part, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't really know much about myself either, and he probably did not mention or put my video in the screenshot there to give me a shout out or nothing like that. But that's essentially what he did, was mention my video and kind of give me a shout out, because as soon as he put that in his video, legion comments came back to my GCPM11 is a thief video, a legion of likes to balance out the dislikes. I was actually about a 200 to 250 disparity of 200 likes and 250 dislikes. And then when this video became public and everybody went on my video and all his fans in his support, it's now at like 600 likes to like 300 something dislikes. It's hilarious. But yeah, he's brought back a lot of attention to Gian and drama in the Pokemon community. Let's keep in mind, this type of stuff used to happen all the time 3 or 4 years ago, but now it's a little bit more rare. Stuff like this doesn't come around every month like it did in the past.
Yeah, this was a lot more common in 2011. I'm surprised people are just now finding out about all this.
I think it's unfortunate that people still years later are acting like this is new to me. How can you act so childish? You're Poketubers, you know, grow up, be more mature. But a lot of people saying that aren't familiar with what's been going on in this community for the 5 or 6 years that there's been one on YouTube. I was there since pretty much the start, maybe a few years before it really materialized. I was there since early 2010. I've seen shit hit the fan multiple times with Gian, Super Skarmory, AV, LPE. You remember that guy, right?
Oh my god.
You remember Pokemon Journey HD. How about that for you? I've seen so much shit happen with these Poketubers over the years. Nothing.
Box, your mic. Mike, calm down. Oh, it's static everywhere.
Oh,
You're setting off firecrackers.
It's a new mic. Fuck. Is that better?
No.
It's a new microphone. How can it be bad?
Mom, please record this.
Jesus.
Is that better?
Yeah. Damn, that was annoying.
What about now?
Firecrackers.
Firecrackers!
I'm just losing my external microphone for the rest of this, I guess.
Sorry, Mox is
Okay,
very
good.
unprofessional, so...
Whatever. I'm just losing my external computer mic now. But yeah, what do you have to say about it now, PGM or Mop?
Mop, you go first.
Okay, as I said before, Skizzer's definitely lying. He needs to get better with this whole everything. He just should have told GCPM11 and Tyranitartube the truth, because the way that he tried to get out of all this was through lying. He tried to lie to both of them, and then he tried to lie to the public. Or, I mean, maybe he could be telling the truth to one of them. I don't know. But that's his way. I could see by his Twitter and by everything. That was his way of trying to get out of things.
PGM?
He basically tried to do dirty business, if you think about it. I believe in Tyranitartube's video, he had him, I believe he said that Tyranitartube was not one of the, I'm sorry, me tongue-tied, was not one of the first makers of that t-shirt. He said that it was Gian's first, that, you know, Gian was the first one that said it. And then he goes back and says that both of them said at the same time, so he's basically mixing up the story so he can get out of it.
Yeah, he's lying to get out of this, and that's not the way to do it, because obviously Gian's going to say something to the public. Obviously Tyranitartube's going to say something to the public. That should not be how he's trying to get out of it. He should be telling the truth.
Yeah, let me clarify that. As much as I kind of don't want to say this, it is the truth. Giancarloparimango11 is entitled to defend himself in this as much as Tyranitartube has a right to defend himself in this situation. I think even Skor has a right to defend himself, even though we're all ganging up on him. But at the end of the day, you have to man up and admit your mistakes. All three of them involved. Even the few that Tyranitartube has made mistakes. And to clarify, I think the mistake he made was getting business with Skor in the first place. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, the mistake I think he made is posting a public video. It got all the drama, it got all the attention, it got the conversation about Gian and Skor going. I think if he really wanted the situation to be resolved, he could have done it without posting a video. But then a lot of people are going to say, well, why didn't you just talk to him privately, Mox, about your Giancarloparimango11 is a thief video? Why did you have to post that video? The answer is simple. Tyranitartube has an established communication with Gian, and I don't.
Gian basically doesn't know Mox exists, except for that video he posted.
He likes to pretend that I don't exist, and if he ever acknowledges that I exist, then maybe we'll get some progress. But him and Tyranitartube were, for the most part, friends. So I think his mistake...
They were like best friends.
Yeah. So I think his mistake was posting a video about it, because then all this snowballed.
Yeah, everything piled up, and now Skizer's like crying. And it's big. But I haven't really watched Gian's video for the most part. But I know that Mox and Willie's screenshot with the videos are in there. So that's why he's been getting hate this past few hours, especially compared to last night. And then there's LD's screenshot saying that she's like not mad now. But
and yeah, I mean that's completely fine. If she doesn't have a problem with Gian, then I'm not going to be so rough when it comes to defending her. I've been a lot less emotional when it comes to replying to comments on the video now, because I realize that she has pretty much forgiven and forgot, and it's in the past now. So when replying to comments on my GCPM11 is a thief video, when it comes to the Gian fanboys trying to bring up some type of logic or their explanation about what happened, I'm like, yeah, no, that's not what happened, blah, blah, blah happened, oh well, so what? And speaking of fanboys, let's talk about the fanboys.
Oh, joy. We can talk about these.
Wait, let me say one more thing. Okay. Speaking of his fanboys, actually, I don't think the Gian fanboys understand that this your GCPM11 is a thief video is a year old, or 60 months, or whatever.
I was going to say that.
I don't know how old.
I was going to say that. So many new comments on my GCPM11 video, so many people defending Gian, and I don't think they realize that this video is over a year old. This wasn't posted yesterday.
People basically have to let go of the past and look forward to the future. Oh wait.
Tyranitartube has a fan base.
She's not upset.
Tyranitartube has a fan base. Gian has a fan base, and they've been clashing because of this. I don't really have a fan base. I just have friends, and me and my circle of friends, Mop, PGM, Willie, Lou, we all have very vocal opinions about all of this. But at the end of the day, let's all remember something. This is just YouTube, and in the case of this situation, it's just about t-shirts. Not too much to get butthurt and panty twisted over.
Basically, long story short, Skizor, welcome to the internet.
Yes, thank you, Skizor, for providing us with this entertainment, and I hope one day you learn to not be an asshole.